Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to Honestly Speaking, HS Inc. Or if you're watching on Facebook, you're on one of my regular pages. I am Shakia, the professor, and in this video, we are going to sublimate a puzzle with 8.5 by 14-inch HS Ink sublimation paper. If you are new to sublimation and you want to see how easy it is to set up your design in Silhouette Studio to fit the exact size of your puzzle, you want to see how to print it out and how to get amazing vibrant colors in just 30 seconds, stick around. You have about 30 seconds to stop what you're doing, hit the like button, hit the share button, and drop a hey, how you doing in the comments. And we're going to get started in just 30 seconds. All right, welcome back. Did you share? Did you like the video? And if you aren't subscribed, did you subscribe? If not, you can do it at the end. I don't want you to miss a thing. So today's live broadcast is brought to you by the letters H, S, I, N, K, and the numbers 3, 6, and 5, which are our signature letters and numbers for our amazing sublimation line, HS Ink 365. You can find that at hsink365.com, where we have that change the game sublimation paper that allows you to sublimate as low as 365 degrees, 30 seconds, which I'm going to show you today. We also have ink cartridges, everything, heat tape, everything you need for sublimation. For the old school workforces, all Eco Tanks and the 7840, 7820, 7310, 3820, and the C7000. All right, so check out our website, hsink365.com. In the description of this video, I have put a couple of different sites that you can get puzzles from Johnson's Plastics Plus to Amazon, Sublinks and more, Craft Sisters University. Those are some of the places that I've gotten them from. Oh, and I'm sorry. Also, I got to add it to it. ITeachCrafts.com. I've gotten some of the puzzles from Gucci Crafts as well. So check out their links in the description below. All right, we're going to head on over to the heat press. I'm going to show you guys a few of like different sizes and like different ways that they come. So we are about to hit Valentine's Day. So we're about to hit that season, the season of love. So there are several companies that sell the heart-shaped, there we go, heart-shaped puzzles. There is this one, and then there's also this style here. The sizes for these will be in my template vault. These are the ones that I have. If you have a puzzle that does not match this, like these sizes, you'll have to just make your own. These are the ones that I have, and I will have the templates and just so the right size so you can measure it and do your offset and all that kind of good jazz. These will be in the template vault, as well as like these right here. You don't really need a template for it. The heart ones, yes, so that you can make sure that your pictures aren't like cut off. You don't want to just put a whole big picture and part of their head is cut off. So ones that are shapes like this, you really want to make sure that you use a template. But if it's one where it is just a rectangle, you don't really need a template. Just go ahead and measure this style. And as you can see, I think these two are the same. Yeah. So these two are the same. You have this one. I actually have one that's a little bit bigger than this, but it's the same type of puzzle pieces. I just don't know what that one is right now. This is the one that I'm going to do because I have a whole bunch of these. I ordered them on accident. They say love, which these are actually great for Valentine's Day. So I'm not going to say they're an accident because these are actually great for Valentine's Day as well. So when you're looking at this, and if you purchase some, you might think that, dang it, I got the wrong size paper, or this is the wrong size puzzle. I can't do this because I have a small Eco Tank printer. Well, with the Eco Tank printers, you can do this size if you get 8.5 by 14-inch paper. And then this is the one that I got from Gucci Crafts over at iteachcrafts.com. Not sure if she has any more of these, but it is a bone puzzle, and it has, you can sub on this part. It's just the outside part, and then you have the puzzle piece that will come out. This template is on my website. In my template vault already. This is in there already so that you can put your picture right here in the middle section. And it is a picture frame. So you pull this out and it stands up. So it's its own frame. You can either, have it for them where they can glue it together, and then maybe give them instructions to put glue or Mod Podge on the inside, and then they can put it, or maybe, then how they put together. But I know that you, with some puzzles, you can just glue them. So maybe they'll just put it together, glue it, put it on top, sit it in there, so it doesn't fall out. So that's an option for you to figure out how to get that to stay inside of there. It stays pretty well, but if someone hits it, trust me, I know they do come out. All right. So I'm going to show you how to do this one, and just measuring just a regular old puzzle. And then we're going to go over to silhouettes. I'm going to show you how to make the template for this and crop your image to your puzzle. So this one is about 11.5. Well, it's a little over 11.5. And then when we come this way, it's a little under 8. All right, so we're going to, and we're going to put this here. Just want to make sure, yep, I have enough room on all sides. So that's going to fit. I've already printed mine out, and we're going to sub this in just a moment, but I'm going to show you how to fill in your template with that particular, the design that I'm using. Oh, here's the other one. Same one like the other one, except it's just bigger, but it's the same type of puzzle pieces. All right, let's go ahead and turn that down just a little bit and head on over to Silhouette Studio. All right. So first things first, we're going to go over to the drawing tool. And we're going to make a random box. It doesn't matter what size that box is. We're just going to make a box here. And then you're going to come up here to the top. So right up here, once you select it, you'll see width and height. We're going to make our width. This was actually probably 11.675. So 11.675. And then height is 8. Was it 8.5 or 8? Oh, Lord, I forget now. I think it was just 8. It was 8. All right, so hit enter on that one. And then what you want to do, because you want to make sure that it's a full bleed and it goes edge to edge, like all the way, you don't want to have any white. We're going to put an offset. So we're going to go over here to the offset tool and go offset. And for this one, I did an offset of 0.25 just to give me, a little wiggle room, and made it just a regular sharp corner. Even though some of them will have a rounded corner, I just left it as a regular sharp corner and then hit apply. this is where we will put our design. This is the edge of the puzzle. If you go in a little bit more, I'm going to go again, 0.25. I consider this to be my safe zone. So if I had any like pictures I don't want to be cut off, any text I don't want to be cut off, I make sure that they are within that area just in case I move my puzzle up, down just a little bit. I want to make sure that it doesn't get cut off. I put it inside of the safe zone. I'm going to delete that one for now. We don't need it. So now I'm going to take this image. This image is one that is 12 by 20, 12 by 12. So it was like a digital paper. I'm going to just pull from the corner and make this a little bit bigger. And then we're going to drag and select the background as well as the first line, which is our bleed line. So start your mouse here at the top, click it, drag it down. You're going to get your marching ants. Bring it down to that first box. Don't select your second box, only the first box. Let go of the mouse. And then we're going to go over to the modify panel and crop. That's how easy it is to get your design inside of your template. Now, this is a seamless pattern, the way that this particular image was designed. So I can shrink this down if I want to see more of the pattern. So I'm going to go up to the color palette. So it's that one. We're going to go over to pattern, which is the last icon. And right now it's on stretch. I like to change mine to maintain aspect ratio. You see, it kind of shrunk it down just a little, but there are still some major parts of the design that I want to keep and I want to see on my puzzle. Now, this does not work for everything. This is a seamless pattern or seamless background. So as I shrink it down, it's just going to repeat itself. It's going to fill in. Now, if you're using just pictures and things like that, you won't be able to really scale it down too much because then you're going to start to repeat the picture. So just be mindful of the image that you're actually using. But I'm going to go here and take my scale down some so that it makes the picture smaller and I can get more of the like the rest of the design in here. I want more of the cloud. So there's a piece of the cloud here and then like the top of it is there. So I'm going to go to pan and pull this down so that I can have more of the cloud in there as well. All right. Once you have it where you want it, you're ready to print, unless you're going to add other elements on top, which I have done. I added some text and things on here just so that you guys will know what we're going to press this at and then our website. So that's another video for another day for most likely my Academy students, or if you become a member on my second channel, if you're watching on YouTube, visit SILAHOLICS Anonymous. And I will do tutorials for Silhouette Studio over there. You can become a member over on SILAHOLICS Anonymous. It's $14.99 per month. All right, so we're going to kind of pull this back. Once you have everything all set up, you're just going to drag and select. So pull your marching ants around it, right click and group, but it's already grouped together. The paper that I am using, of course, is 8.5 by 14. This is not going to fit this way. So we're going to rotate it. You're going to click on your design, go over to the transform panel, hit the rotate and rotate it 90 degrees. And then go back to the first one for align. This will go to center to page. So I'm just going to put it there and center that on the page so that it can print. It will cut off partway here, but if I were to turn on my line color, the main part of my puzzle is still within the actual printable area. So here's where my puzzle is. This is just the bleed. So don't worry about it. You know, if it's cutting, it's going to cut off here. It's not going to print in the margin, but that's fine because this is our actual puzzle edge. Everything else is just a bleed area. All right, so now we're ready to print. I'm going to print this, or I printed this on my Epson 2720, which is the older version of the 2803. It's the same exact, kind of printer as the 4700, 3710, 4760. Things were like 58 something. So they're all pretty much the same in how they print out and the way the colors look. So we're going to go File, Print. And I'm on that particular printer. I do have a video. If you click the link in the description that says the professor's helpful tips, or helpful tips. If you click on that, it's going to take you to our link tree. And where did that go? Oh, there we go. So it's going to take you over to our link tree. And if you scroll down to Sublimation Setup Help, there I have links for the setup for Windows and Macs for the print settings that I use. So click on that link that says helpful links or helpful tips, and you'll see the links for all of our products, and then go down, and this list will just continue to get longer and longer and longer, so that all of the best links for you, and like the ones that you need, are all in one place. All right. So we're going to go over here to the printer. I'm going to go through this really fast. So don't leave a comment saying, hey, you went too fast. Check out the video. It's slowed down. It has really big pictures so you can see it at a full screen, exactly what I'm clicking on. Okay. So I already have a preset here set up. So I'm going to go to my 8.5 by 14 one. So I'm going to switch to 11 just so you can see. So that says 11. So we're going to come down to 8.5 by 14, plain paper, bright white, set to high or quality. Quiet mode on, advanced color options, Adobe RGB 1.8. This part doesn't even really matter anymore. I have to change all of my settings. I mean, you can leave it. It doesn't make much difference. The density in the last one is where it really matters. And then you have your high speed mirror. This part, I find that it really does not matter. It prints the same way, same quality. And then we're going to go to maintenance, extended settings, for the 2720, 2803. If it has a lot of dark colors, I find that it's better for me to go to like -15. If it's a lot of black, I'll go even lower than that so that it doesn't put down too much ink. Thick paper envelope. Don't worry about any of this other stuff. Whatever is there for default, just leave it there. The only thing I change is thick paper and envelopes. If yours does not have that option, don't worry about it. You're okay. All right. To see all of these, you do have to have your drivers installed, which I do explain in that setup video. So we're just going to go ahead and hit OK, and then we normally would hit print, but I've already printed this out. So I'm just going to hit apply and then just cancel so that we can go back over to the heat press and press this out. If you guys have not done so already, please give this video a thumbs up. Also hit that share button. And if you're watching over on YouTube, make sure that you are subscribed. If you decide that you want to get puzzles from Johnson's Classics Plus, we do have a code where you can receive 15% off. That code is 9PKD6. 9PKD6. That will get you 15% off of any of the blanks and substrates that you order from Johnson's Classics Plus. If you decide to order something big like a printer, a heat press, or anything like that, you don't get an additional 15% off, but I will be very much so grateful if you were to use my code because it does still give me credit for the sale. So that is johnsonsclassicsplus.com. This video is not sponsored. I am an affiliate, but this video is not sponsored by Johnson's Classics Plus. All right, let's head back over to the heat press. All right, we're going to go ahead and take this out of the plastic. You want to be very careful with it. There is a cardboard backing on it. So you want to make sure that that stays in place so that everything stays nice and, in place. We are going to use some heat tape as well as this is parchment paper. But if you want to use butcher paper, you can do that as well. Any type of cover sheet to protect your heat press, you want to be able to use that. you want to use that because we do have a bleed on it. So you don't want that to get on your bottom platen. You will need some sort of protective sheet, whether it's parchment paper, butcher paper, copy paper, craft paper, newsprint, any of those. All right. Now I'm going to take a piece off and put it on top. I was doing some really thick things earlier, so I know that my pressure is not correct for this. So we're going to, all right, hold on a second. All right, here you go, bud. Have a good day. Sorry, mommy duties. I had to turn on the iPad. All right. So if I pull this down, oh, it's actually not too bad. But I'm going to come down just a little bit on that. I want to see like a 1 here. And this one makes it really easy to tell where the pressure is. Oh, yeah, I'm actually nowhere near it. So let's just turn. Ooh, too much. All right, so that's about a 1. This one is easy to tell because it tells you what the pressure is. But on other ones, you just kind of have to go by a feel. You don't want it to be where you have to force it closed, but you also don't want it to where it just flops down and it just closes super easy. You want just a little bit of resistance. That's going to give you just firm pressure. You don't need medium or heavy pressure. You just want it to be nice and even on there. All right. I'm going to take my print. And although there's nothing touching here, we always want to trim off the edges of our paper because our paper does not require any cover sheet on it. Now, if you are someone that's using a paper and you have to put butcher paper on top or parchment paper, or you prefer to just do it, then you don't have to worry about trimming it. But because our paper does not require any cover sheet on top because it doesn't bleed through, I need to trim off the edges just in case there's any ink on there. We don't want that to get on our platen once we heat it. So we're going to just trim off the edges. I believe. I want to leave a little white still. So I'm not trimming close to the design. I'm trimming off just the edges. So you don't have to be like super, super careful in how you position it. Or how you cut it, I'm sorry. All right, just make sure that all those paper shards are off of your heat press. All right. Now we're going to take our puzzle. Well, for me, decide, first which way you want it to be. So the way this is, love is going this way. So I'm going to just rest this on top. And I'm going to flip it so that the pieces don't fall out of place. And you can take this off if you want right now because it's just on there. And then you can slide it back on at the end. So we're going to position this. I want it right to the top. I do have some text on here. So I have to make sure that this falls within my text. Okay. And I'm going to use some heat tape just so that it doesn't move as I flip it, which it just moved right now. So we don't want it to move. So we're going to use just a little bit of heat tape here. Don't need a lot. I'm not going to put like on all 4 sides. Now I am going to use my parchment paper to help me flip this since I took the cardboard off. So I'm going to put another piece of parchment paper on the bottom, and that's going to help me flip it without the pieces moving. You can leave that there or take it off. We really don't need the top sheet for this. Okay, you want to come back over here by me. All right, cool beans. We're going to go ahead and close that and close it for 30 seconds. Ooh, now it's kind of weird. I took the cardboard out. So let me lift this up. Go down just a little bit because I did take the cardboard out, so that affect my pressure. So you can see how just a little bit of change can affect your pressure. So you always want to check and adjust your pressure based off of what you're using. So because this was out, it no longer said 1, it was saying 0 because this was no longer there, which contribute to the way the pressure was set. All right. And because I went and I lifted up, I did get just a little bit of shifting on this, but not too much. And we're going to, yeah, I got just a little bit of shifting on it because I had to change the pressure. So you want to make sure that you, when you're checking your pressure, it's going to be exactly how you're going to press it. All right, come on now. Now, for me, whenever I am doing puzzles, I will, for this one, I'm going to take a picture of it like this. However, I don't present it to my customers like this. I never understood why people give their clients the puzzles already put together. Because when you buy a puzzle, it's in a box, like all separated. That's the joy of it, to put the puzzle together. So I'll create little pillow boxes. I have like little boxes I buy from the store. I break it up, put it in there, but I do print out a picture so they'll know, just like a regular puzzle, I'm looking at the box to know how to put it together. So I'll print out a picture and put it as a sticker on the box, or just fold it up and put it inside the pillow box so they know how to put it together. But here we go. As you can see, 365 degrees, 30 seconds. I do see that someone's asking about a sublimation notebook. If you're using art paper, almost every single substrate can be pressed. Once you figure out your sweet spot, like so on my heat press, I really can do 360 for 25 seconds, but our signature is 365 for 30 seconds. You may have to do 365 for like 40 seconds. But whenever you find your sweet spot for a shirt, it's going to be the same thing no matter what that substrate is. So you don't have to think about a lot of different settings when you're using Honestly SpINKing sublimation paper. This, I subbed at 365, 30 seconds. This, what is this thing? Bookmark. And it is the same image, but I changed the colors. I wanted darker colors. I wanted my strawberries to be more of a red color. So this is changed. And this is also printed from, no, this was printed from there too. So this is a bookmark, and I did both sides actually sublimate at the same time. 365, 30 seconds. I have done, where is the other one? I have the keychain over here from the sublimation class. Not sure where that went, but this right here, same deal. 365, 30 seconds to press to this microfiber towel. So once you find your sweet spot, you will be able to use that setting on pretty much any substrate that you have. All right. All right, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick demo of doing puzzles. Like I said, the ones with a heart, those templates will be in the template vault. But for any of them that's just a rectangle, all you have to do is measure it and then just add a bleed on it so that you will go edge to edge. And here is the paper after it's been pressed. So here is the ink before, here it is afterwards. And again, 365 degrees, 30 seconds. All right, guys. Thank you guys so very much for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe. Visit our website, hsink365.com. If you have any suggestions for videos, additional videos, leave them as a comment below. Like this video, share the video out. Let's see if we can get at least 50 shares on all platforms for this tutorial and for this video. All right. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.